What are orthodoxy and heresy? When those born of God's seed, at the time the prophesied word is fulfilled, see and hear it and testify to it, the reality. This is true orthodoxy, and falsely explaining the revealed word of prophecy by one's own judgment is heresy. The prophecies recorded in the Bible have a time to be fulfilled, and when they are fulfilled, all the actual entities of what was prophesied appear, and one testifies by seeing them. To testify without the actual entity is nothing but arbitrarily explaining what was prophesied. In Revelation 22 of the book of Revelation in the New Testament, it warns that if one adds to or takes away from Revelation, one cannot enter the kingdom of heaven and will be cursed. Have people not added to or taken away from it? Those who add to or take away from Revelation, and those who give false testimony will receive curses. When the prophecy of this book of Revelation is fulfilled, all the actual entities of what was prophesied appear. Therefore, there are the words of prophecy and reality. And in Revelation 22, there is one who sees and testifies to the realities of all the events of the entire book of Revelation. When the prophecy of Revelation has not been fulfilled, there are no actual entities of that prophecy. Therefore, before this book of Revelation is fulfilled, those actual entities do not exist. But when it is fulfilled, the actual entities of the promised prophecies appear, so one is told to see them and believe. Thus, as in Revelation chapter 22 verse 8, and Revelation 10 and 11, when the time comes, the prophecies of the entire book of Revelation become flesh, and all the actual entities promised in the book appear without adding or taking away. At this time, even after seeing these actual entities, those who cannot believe again and persecute, like the pastors of Jerusalem at the time of the first coming, will enter the fires of hell. Likewise, those who are ignorant of the book of Revelation in the New Testament will, like the pastors of Jerusalem at the time of Jesus' first coming, see the realities of the book of Revelation in the New Testament as it is fulfilled and appears, yet still be unable to believe and will persecute. Therefore, those who testify to the actual entities of the book of Revelation in the New Testament must be careful, and careful again. At the time of the fulfillment of this book of Revelation, like in Revelation 22 and 10, one person, the promised pastor, receives and eats this book, sees all the events of the entire book of Revelation, and testifies to the events of the fulfillment of this book. At that time, just as in the time of the first coming, will they not again persecute him, calling him a heretic? In Revelation 11, it is also recorded that they even kill the promised pastor. Who will kill him? The pastors of traditional churches today, when they see the pastor sent by God, first think unconditionally that he is a heretic. However, among traditional Christians worldwide today, there is not even one person who has fully understood this book of Revelation. In Revelation 22, it is said that if one adds to or takes away from this book, one cannot enter the kingdom of heaven and will be cursed. Have the pastors of the traditional churches believed in and kept this word of promise? Have the doctors in theology and the pastors not added to or taken away from this book of Revelation? They have all added to and taken away from it. Yet while doing so, they call anyone who testifies to Revelation a heretic. Then, how many levels of heresy are they themselves? However, Shincheonji fully understands the true meaning of the book of Revelation in the New Testament, the prophecies, and even the actual entities of the events of the entire book of Revelation. Even so, the doctors in theology and pastors of traditional churches again called us heretic, just as the pastors of Jerusalem did to Jesus at the time of the first coming. Therefore, Shincheonji has proposed many times to take a public exam before the people, based on the book of Revelation in the New Testament, to distinguish heresy from orthodoxy, yet they are still not responding. God and Jesus gave the book of Revelation in the New Testament, and it is said that if one adds to or takes away from this book, one cannot enter the kingdom of heaven and will be cursed. Yet the pastors of Catholicism and Protestantism have all added to and taken away from this book of Revelation. As in the words of Jesus in the four Gospels, if one becomes blind and leads the blind, both will fall into the depths of hell. Who are they? They are the pastors who have given false testimony. Revelation 22 will be the evidence. Today, true orthodoxy is the one who testifies, as it has seen and heard, to the true meaning of the book of Revelation in the New Testament together with the fulfilled realities, and it is the one who fully understands Revelation. And true heresy is the one who arbitrarily explains the prophecies without having seen or heard the realities of revelation, and the one who has added to or taken away from revelation.